Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Sonoma Raceway for the 19th race out of 20 on the season. I am your host, Zach Rogers. So, let me tell you guys what 25 laps, 4x, I think, or no, 2x for road courses. I think I was doing. I can't remember. It was so long ago since I did this race. Um, so this is the penultimate race. First, as you can see, the timer is not moving. This is a frozen frame. Um, So I'm going to talk about the point standings and stuff now, rather than look from screen to screen and not be able to see what's going on, because Sonoma is usually a crazy race in any of the series I run. So first we'll take a look at the point standings. Cole Baker is still the points leader, even after missing the race last week at Bristol. He has a 12-point lead over John Gilbert, 13 over Julius Anderson, 18 over Deanna Jones, and 25 over Philip Parker, all four of which moved up positions in the standings. John Connor dropped to 6th. TJ Hanley dropped to 9th. And was that it? Somebody else was in the top 4. Who was it? Baker? Oh, Andrew Rich. Andrew Rich fell down to, no, it wasn't Rich. Or was it? I don't know anymore. Anyway, right now the drivers who are good to go, that's, Cole Baker, John Gilbert, Julius Anderson, Deanna Jones, Philip Parker, John Connor, Quentin Moore, Samuel Austin, TJ Hanley, Andrew Rich, Darren Blake, Dylan Young, Matt Haas. Let me see. I gotta look funky here. Okay. Hang on. Because when I go to hover over the window, it's in the way. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 drivers right now. So Matt Haas, Josh Cooley, Kev Shear, and Charles Jackson. Those 16 right now are 78 or more, 78 or less behind Cole Baker. So anyone beyond that up to 141 points. Yeah, 140 points. 141, 140. Back from that, need to gain a good amount of points and need a good amount of help if they're going to catch Cole Baker and anybody else who is behind them. Now those drivers include William Brock, Grayson Ace Vado, Seth Cole, James Quall, Sabrina Rogers, Jake Rogers, Jonathan Zorlin, um, Eli Bright, Johnny Gardner, Zach Bilson, Alexander Rowe, and apparently Fitzwater is 141 points back. I thought he was out of it, but I guess I was wrong. But those are the 28 right now that are still in the range out of the championship hunt. Zach Rogers, Keith Rich, Marty Johnson, Tristan Allen, Tony Green, Ace Rogers, Cole Deaver, Jordan Grant, Adam Samsel, Danny Bouchard, Scarlett Rich, and Charles Sanford. So without further ado, we'll get to the starting lineup here. So I'm going to take a sip of my Monster, as I almost spilled it freaking everywhere. So on the pole is Alexander Rowe. To his left is Andrew Rich. Row 2 is Sabrina Rogers and Keith Rich. Row 3, Jordan Grant, Darren Blake. Row 4, Eli Bright, John Gilbert. And in row 5, Fitzwater and Bilson. We'll just go through the field quickly here. You can see where everyone else starts. Is Cole Baker starting in the back? That is the big question. Oh, he is starting on the last row with Matt Haas. And Julius Anderson's back here too. Wow, so 3 of the guys in the top 16 are in the way back. That can be a good thing for Sonoma, though. Sonoma will usually be a wacky, wild race, so let's go back to Alexander Rowe, and we'll get this race started. Sorry if I'm drinking a lot of my Monster while broadcasting this race. I've not had my caffeine yet today, and I need my caffeine, or I will get a massive headache around 6 o'clock. I am caffeine dependent. There's the drag strip. Green flag is out. Ooh, Andrew Rich with a good jump. He really wants to get some points here. Leading the most laps here could be really big. So far, so good. No trouble seen anywhere. Sabrina Rogers is basically going for precision at this point. She will look to make the pass for second, and she will complete. Did she complete it? Yes, she did. She got the position on row. He's not clear yet. Here comes Jordan Grant. Now here is the tricky section. This is where usually a lot of accidents will occur, so we're going to be scanning through the field here a lot. Oh, as Fitzwater goes way off track, I forgot to turn smoke back on. Oh, Dylan Young is... What the heck is Dylan Young doing? That was odd. And Cole Baker got held up because of John Connor here. Ooh, Matt Haas going off track a little bit. They're behind the giant pack. Even Dylan Young's going to catch right back up because there's no one in front of him to slow him down right now. Cole Baker started 40th up to 39th after one lap. Ooh, contact with Cole Deaver. John Connor's also here in the back of the field. Sam at Oskin, so a lot of guys at the top of the points got bad starting positions. They do want to pull away from the rest of the competition. There's minimal competition at the finale at Homestead next week as possible. Oh, and someone slid off track. Oh, it was John Connor. That is huge. John Connor's race is over. And the man entering the race 6th in points. Better hope he doesn't fall out of the cut line, though it is very, very difficult probably to do that. Oh, and TJ Hanley went around. There's another driver. It looks like Jake Rogers was involved in this one. His back end is obliterated. No sign of the 35 coming down pit road. What about the 86? Nope, he's staying out too. There's John Connor on the pit lane. Back up front right now, according to our ticker. Andrew Rich still in the lead. Ooh, Daniel Bouchard sliding around a lot here with Adam Samsel, who goes way off track. Oh, and there's going to be contact, and Samsel's going to go around. Seth Cole got in there too. Oh, and the 21 car is stuck. That is unfortunate. So Seth Cole and I believe Danny Bouchard involved in a little mayhem there on lap 3. Oh, and Scarlett Rich gets herself turned by Zach Bilson. Oh, hard lick. And her day is done. And like we said, Cole Baker started last. Or 39th. One of the two. But this is what you do. You just got to stay away from the trouble and you will slowly but surely gain positions. This is going to make a move on Sam at Oskin for a position there. There's Bilson down pit road. Baker now up to 31st as he gets by Oskin. And now he's going to go way off track. Now they're 3 wide. Ooh, Dylan Young with contact with Matt Haas. They do race crazy here. So far, Andrew Rich continues to lead over Sabrina Rogers. So we are going to continue to span through the field. Any side-by-side action usually through this section cause of the wreck, but we see some side by side that is working. Dylan Young, Cole Baker racing together. That's for 33rd. Actually, no, I think that's for 34th, because 34th right here. Looks like it's going to go to Baker as Young gets off in the dirt. So we're on lap 4 of 25, coming to lap 5 of 25. Now, has anybody outside the draft come out of pit road yet? Oh, TJ Hanley's coming down pit road. There is Zach Bilson. He is going to be a lap down if he gets caught. Ah, love me some monster. There's Andrew Rich, Scott Rogers, Jordan Grant, Eli Bright, Keith Rich. That's the top 5 row. Blake, Gilbert, Sorlin, Shear. That's the top 10. As Quentin Moore goes off into the dirt there. Now, if you cut this section right here, you go past those prongs there. Oh, and there's another wreck. It's Cole Deaver and Matt Haas. But yeah, right here, if you cut this too much, you will get a black flag and have to come down pit road. That could be huge and cost you a good finish. Looks like nobody up here did. Will either of those two come down pit road? It looks like Cole Deaver is, and Matt Haas is coming down as well. Cole Deaver will retire. It looks like Matt Haas is going to try and get that team to fix that damage. Haas entered today 13th in points, so he is near the end of that 16 cars that can be eligible for competition next week at Homestead. So he does not want to fall out of this hunt. You know, he's got to get back on track and just survive these next 20 laps. I'm not sure. Did anybody else get into it back there? Oh, TJ Hanley's around. And it looks like Daniel Bouchard and Tony Green were involved. They've got heavy damage. TJ Hanley entered the race today 9th in points. Bouchard is going to stay out on the racetrack, and it looks like Tony Green will as well. Now, as for those two, Green is already out of it. Bouchard entered today, also out of it. So 2 drivers not out of it. Might have screwed up TJ Hanley's run at maybe gaining some points. Now, as we talked about, all these cars that keep wrecking, Cole Baker is up to 28th place and getting more and more points today as he continues to drive to survive. Oh, wow. Looked like Josh Triscouli was going to hit the tire wall there almost. So far, Rich continues to lead. Top 5 has not changed. We got a new person for 6. Gilbert going by Alexander Rowe. It looks like Sorlin gets up to 8th, passing Darren Blake. Nobody's going to wreck each other this time around. Samsel's back on the racetrack. Matt Haas back on the racetrack. As pit stops are occurring, Andrew Rich will be the first one down. Coming out of pit road can be treacherous here. It is pretty narrow. $30 an hour down the pit road. So I believe I did set it to either 3x or 4x. Now, having this first pit stop for this racetrack for some reason does cause problems. I do not know why, but it does. Just watch her right here. Yep, Sabrina's going to go. Oh, she's going to get held up, and Rich is hold up, hold up, hold up. Positions are going away. Yep, there he goes. And then right there, the pace car kind of just this weird thing there. I don't. I really gotta find a better Sonoma. Anyway, that's gonna relegate Rich back a lot. Eli Bright and others coming down. Seth Cole's gonna stay out. Oh, and Zach Rogers is popped up into the pit road, so it looks like his day's over. Not sure what happened to him. But Sabrina Rogers might just inherit this lead now. Now this is something to watch, is when they're coming out of pit road, because trouble can happen here. It looks like the 10 will become the leader. Or actually, no, Eli Bright will become the race leader. So right about here. Just watching and watching. Seth Cole coming down pit road. Julius Anderson as well. And Andrew Rich fell back to right here. So Eli Bright takes the race lead, and with the lap pressure tires, she is sure to he is sure, what the fuck? He is sure to pull away. Let's see, so Eli Bright in first. Actually, I'm gonna wait. Seth Cole and Anderson coming out. They're gonna be swamped. So Eli Bright leads. Sabrina Rogers second. Keith Rich third. Grant fourth. Sorlin fifth. Gilbert, Qualls, Rowe, Blake, Shearer top 10. And this is a heck of a swamp right here. Seth Cole is on the freshest tires on the racetrack, so it'll be interesting to see how much time he can or can't gain. Oh, they're 3 wide back here. Fitzwater tried to keep it going 3 wide, but going 3 wide through here would have been a really bad idea. And there goes Marty Johnson and Ace Vado. And Johnson will come down pit road. Oh, Cole Baker's on pit road too. Looks like he got in an incident, so much for gaining a ton of points. Going Grant up to 4th, passing Sorlin. So Rich fell to 13th because of that dumb pit stall glitch. I should just use the one that came with the game. Marty Johnson back on the racetrack. He's going to keep trucking. Whoa! Adam Samsel almost got into him. waiting for someone to die coming out of pit road. Ooh, Tristan Allen. No, 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 no. He got really close to that tire wall. And Ace Fado coming back out as well. Bilson's on pit road again. Jake Rogers. William Brock? Sure. William Brock, Cole Baker on pit road. I don't know why. Anybody side by side here? It doesn't look like it. Let's go on board with let's go on board with Jonathan Zorlin for a lap. We'll actually leave the sensor up so you can see how he's shifting. And that is a lap around Sonoma. A lot faster than I thought. Oh wow, that was a fast lap. Huh. Felt pretty quick. Sabrina Rogers gained almost a tenth on Bright that time, but Bright did have to deal with some lap of traffico. Let's see. Oh, here come the second round of pit stops. Sabrina Rogers will be the first one down. Alexander Rowe down too. Second round of pit stops commence. I'm not sure if they'll be able to make it all the way. Oh, and Sabrina gets held up again. And Quentin Moore's gonna beat her out. Wow, how about that? And Rich is getting held again. There he comes. Eli Bright coming down pit road. Seth Cole will stay out yet again. So, Seth Cole, I think, has the best chance to make it all the way. If some people end up having to pit again. Oh, don't go off too far. And Seth Cole's gonna stay out another lap. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, this series, guys, I'm telling you, I'm so happy this series because I don't have the same amount of passion for this series as I did with, as I do with the Mountain Dew series. Not sure if Julius Anderson stayed out another lap. Yeah, he did too. So Anderson stayed out again as well. I'll tell you what, though, these guys will have the freshest rubber on track once they pit. And here comes Seth Cole now. And Anderson will follow him down. And we know Quentin Moore got out of pit road first, but it looks like he's been relegated to 5th. Eli Bright took that spot back. John Gilbert is up to 4th. Keith Rich is in 6th. With the back end demolished, I don't know what happened to him. Sorlin's 7th, Blake 8th, Rowe 9th, and Shearer is 10th right now. As Andrew Rich has fallen now down to 20th. That pit stall, man, I tell you what. Oh wow, Oskin really went off track. I think that's going to be a drive-through penalty. Let's see. No, it's not actually. Wow, that's surprising. Sabrina Rogers is without a hood now. I'm not sure what happened to her. As Eli Bright will take the race lead back. 2nd, John Gilbert. 3rd, Moore. 4th, Sorlin. 5th, Rich. 6th, Blake. 7th, Rowe. 8th will be Seth Cole. 9th, Shearer. 10th, Philip Parker. And it looks like Anderson is down to 15th. But these two have the freshest rubber on the racetrack. You just got to get those tires heated up and pull away. Right now they should be in the position of the challenger, not the challenged. So you really can't give yourself into a position where, like right now, Kev Shear's getting a huge run on him. You do not want somebody making a move on you when you've got the fresh tires on the track. And Shear's going to make that move. Will it stick? They're side by side. Marty Johnson's down pit road. Oh, and he makes contact, and oh, huge crash. Seth Cole, Kev Shearer destroyed. It looked like Seth Cole tried to turn in front of Kev Shearer, and he was having none of it. Hard lick for the 98 car. We're going to have to take a quick look at this. Oh, Shearer just turned in, actually. He didn't think Cole was going to slow down that much. Heavy impact, man. Back tires off the ground for the 98. That was a giant impact, man. Now we'll get you back to your live action here in a short amount of time. But this was awful. Here's it in 1/4 slow-mo. Into the cockpit of Seth Cole. I don't even think he knew it coming. Look, he's trying to save it, but look at this. Man, wow. A car, 3 tires off the ground. How hard was that impact at? That was at about 125 miles an hour. Luckily, nobody else hit him, but that took 2 of the top 10 drivers out of the race. And honestly, I think Seth Cole, oh wow, Marty Johnson was going to go right for him. I think Seth Cole probably had this race won. That is very disappointing. Let's get you back to live action. Okay, we're back here. Watching live footage. Live-ish footage. Eli Bright just took 6 to go. She is the leader. Sorlin now up to 2nd. Keith Rich down to 3rd with a damaged back end. 4th is Darren Blake. 5th row. 6th Fitzwater. 7th Johnny Gardner. 8th is Julius Anderson. 9th Deanna Jones. And 10th Sam Oskin. As some drivers have elected to short pit. They don't think they're going to make it. They're going to pit now. That includes Quentin Moore, Ace Rogers, John Gilbert, Tristan Allen, Philip Parker, and I don't know what the deal is with William Brock, but there's Kev Shear coming down pit road with a destroyed car. So Cole Baker had retired from the event. So did Matt Haas. Cole Baker is going to end up 34th today. Zach Bilson has retired. The 12 of Ace Fado. The 21 of Samsel is still running, I believe. Shear's day is definitely over as he will drive by the pit stall of the 98. Eli Bright continuing to stay out. Anybody else going to short pit this thing? Does not look like it. So it looks like everyone else is going to run it till it goes dry. 5 to go for Eli Bright. He's got this win in the bag. Let's go around this track in the GoPro front bumper cam. Presented by GoPro. Who else? Here he comes into pit road. A really good job. He didn't even get in the wall. Some drivers go in and they get in the wall. So Bright's in. Sorlin is going to stay out. That'll give the 8 car the race lead. I still think Anderson's in the best position to win this race if everyone else has to pit. He pit really late with the 98 car. So Bright gives up the lead, knowing that they will not make it on gas. Around the second to last corner. Sorlin's coming in. Rich is coming in. Darren Blake's coming in. The entire top 3 coming down the pit road. Here comes 4th place. Fitzwater, Gardner, they're coming down. And that will give the lead to Julius Anderson. It would be Seth Cole, but he got destroyed. Now Seth had entered the race 19th in points. A win would have probably got him in points range. Oh, and Anderson runs into the back of Jordan Grant, who's coming out of the pits. This could be huge. Here comes Johnson and Brock. Sanford now takes the lead in the 37. Reminder that Anderson entered today third in the point standings, 13 points behind Cole Baker. He is in big time range to take the points lead with a win today. So Anderson had the lead, then he lost it. Sanford's coming down the pit road, so Anderson will get the lead back yet again. So that was crazy. Coming to 2 to go, Anderson, no one to worry about. Coming out of pit road this time by. Where is second place right now? Nowhere close. There's second place right now, Eli Bright. So 16.66 seconds. Oh man, that ain't good. Quentin Moore is in third. Fourth place, Darren Blake. Fifth place, Jonathan Sorlin. Battle for sixth between Gilbert Rowe and Keith Rich. That means ninth place is Ace Rogers, and battle for 10th between Gardner and Fitzwater. Here's Anderson though. He'll be coming around to take the white flag. If he pits though, the win will definitely go to Eli Bright, and he's not pitting. So Anderson has the 39 car on his bumper. White flag's out for Anderson, who has won before? Yeah, Anderson's got a win on the season already. He would join, let's see, Keith Rich, who's out of it, Dylan Young, and Deanna Jones as two-time winners on this 20-race season. Eli Bright gained 200s that last lap. As Anderson's going to go wide into the dirt, it's going to let Brock get to his right side here. Anderson will get passed by Brock. That's not a concern though. He's got the fuel to make it to the start-finish line. Julius Anderson is going to win at Sonoma. This will most likely put him in the points lead. Ignore me mumbling. Let's see. The rest of the finishing order will be Eli Bright in second. Oh, something happened to John Gilbert at the end of this race. Looks like there was a last lap crash somewhere. Quentin Moore is going to get third. Fourth will go to Darren Blake. Fifth to Sorlin. Sixth to Keith Rich. Seventh to Ace Rogers. Eighth to Johnny Gardner. Ninth to Fitzwater. And 10th to Alexander Rowe. With a destroyed back end. Okay. But congrats to Julius Anderson on the win. I will see you guys for real at Homestead. That race will be live. Voice crack. So I will see you guys then. I hope you enjoy the race today at Sonoma. Here come your race results and point standings. Peace out, y'all.